Welcome back, y'all.
Today, we are going to be unboxing not only the King Clustar Super Saiyan Brolly from Dragon Ball Super, the movie, Brolly, but we've also got the Funko Pop of Super Saiyan Caulifla, as well as promised one of our Final Fantasy VII mystery boxes.
So make sure you stick around till the end.
Definitely stick around to the end so you can see what's in this, because we don't even know yet. But let's go ahead and get into this. Wow. That is, this is one of the few times that I have to say that even the camera, I don't think, can pick up the level of detail King Clustar did on this statue.
It is amazing.
It is. Just the details in his arms, the rippling of his muscles, the detail of his cloak from his friend when he was growing up, to the half, what suit was that? The Ginyu?
It's like a sand, or it's a Frieza.
Frieza army suit.
Whatever.
And that would make sense if you guys have seen Dragon Ball Super. This is the Brolly from Dragon Ball Super. His origin story is a little bit different. I prefer this origin story over the original.
Yeah.
The original one, his only problem with Goku, aka Kakarot, was that he cried a lot as a baby. In this one, the only reason he became enemies with Goku is because he was tricked into thinking that Goku killed his father. Right. And that's really the only thing, and once he found out the truth, he rectified it quickly.
He beat the tar out of Frieza, as they say.
I don't want to get into too many spoilers, but let's just put it this way. He's more powerful than one of my favorites, which we're going to be unboxing here in a couple of weeks, which is Super Saiyan Gogeta.
Right.
So, it just, the story for him is amazing. The detail of this King Clustar statue is even more amazing.
You can see it looks like almost every strand of hair from the cape.
Yeah, and this is supposed to be fur, and it looks like fur. You could feel the rippling in it, and you can see the softness in it. And ultimately, it really is to him kind of a comfort blanket.
Right.
And that's why he keeps it. The form, for any of you Dragon Ball fans out there, wait a minute, he has green hair. I don't know what they call it in the series. I'm just going to call it the Berserker.
That's exactly what they call it. It was Super Saiyan Berserk.
Super Saiyan Berserk. And what it is his power increases immensely, but he doesn't think.
He just goes...
Just instinctively, just anything that gets in his way. He uses power weapons.
My boy Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta couldn't even stand it. He was getting his ass kicked.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's quite funny. Again, I don't want to get into too many spoilers of the movie, but Goku was chomping at the bit. Come on, let me at it. Let me at him. Vegeta's like, no, he's mine. Great movie.
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic movie. I mean, the entire Dragon Ball Super series is just phenomenal. In fact, I think I like it more than the Z series.
Now, that's a little controversial because some of the fans say that they don't like the way that Super kind of interjects CG in around it, which I think is cool. It's just the way evolution or technology is going nowadays.
Absolutely. I don't see an issue with it. It doesn't take away from the skill of the drawings. Everything is still beautifully done. I think, way to go, guys.
Yeah.
Awesome Super. But, the statue is fantastic. The detail, like I said, you could see in the camera of his muscles, his gauntlets, the fur that he wears around his waist. And the great thing, and this is one of the things I like about the statue, is a bunch of them come with that little stand. Now, without it, watch.
I mean, you can see he's just sitting there rocking.
He rocks heavily. If we put this bad boy back on, which is molded to fit his foot, and then set him down,
he rocks significantly less.
Significantly less. And I'm less worried about him falling In fact, earlier you saw Mike put his hand behind him to catch him. Now I'm concerned less about that. So the statue is fantastic. Where did we pick him up again from?
We got that from our friend on eBay, Baba June. We'll put a link down in the description. Maybe even put a little card up here for him.
Baba June.
He's hooked us up with a few other things from Dragon Ball.
Which we'll be doing some more unboxings later. Like I said, with the Super Saiyan Gogeta. I don't remember what else we've got. We've got a bunch of unboxings to bring you guys. But
make sure you stay tuned.
Absolutely.
See a lot of them.
But I do. I love this Brolly. The detail's fantastic. The colors are beautifully done. The hair, the spikes and everything is wonderful.
You can even tell on his scar. The scar is kind of actually looks like it's cut in where it's set into the skin.
Right.
You know, like a scar would look like.
Where it doesn't look like someone just, engraved it out of a statue. It looks like it's a part of his flesh. I love what they did. King Clustar, you guys did a great job on this statue.
Absolutely.
Well, with that being said, there's no articulation to go over. So let's go ahead and bring out the next item. From Funko Pop, the very first Super Saiyan woman. Oh, look! It's our Funko Pop Caulifla. Now, it is a Funko Pop, so there's not a ton of detail to her. The great thing about her is she's a collectible for the series. And in fact, behind the camera, I was telling both Stevie and Mike how I'd love to get a statue of her. But I haven't found any. So, Clinton, if you see this and you can get me a statue of her, man, hook me up.
Right.
Because I love her character. She really does remind me of Goku. Very brass, I'm going to learn it, and I'm going to learn it quick. And she's also very powerful, and she reaches it very quickly.
Yeah, she picked up the Super Saiyan ability super quick from
Super.
Caulifla.
Right. No.
Caleb?
Whatever. I think his name is Caleb, or Caleb. The guy that Vegeta taught it to in the tournament, or before the Tournament of Power.
The tournament between Universe 6 and 7.
Right. Where Vegeta had taught him it, and then he had then in turn taught her, and she learned it like that. And not only did she learn it like that, but she was almost more powerful than Goku when he was Super Saiyan 3. In fact, her and Kale, which is the female version of Brolly, fuse into one, and Goku has to go Ultra Instinct Goku in order to beat them.
Which has one of the coolest Kamehamehas of all time, hands down, where he rides her blast and then just blah into
Absolutely.
her face.
But with that being said, I do like the pop. Like I said, I can't find a statue of her. If I could, I'd get her. It's just very cool. Not only is she the first female Saiyan that goes Super Saiyan, but she's the first female Saiyan that the series actually goes into her character and who she is. I would love to either see a spin-off of her, or Dragon Ball Super goes into her more to find out about her and her history and who she is, and
that'd be very cool.
I would love to see more information about her.
Goku's a little played out.
I agree. Again, she's a Funko Pop. She comes with the stand, which is awesome because she's very top heavy. Now, I get it, guys. Female, top heavy. I'm not being disgusting. I'm talking about her head. Funko Pops have big heads, and then the Super Saiyan hair adds more weight up here, and she has some tiny feet and some tiny legs. So, without this base, she would topple over very easily.
Right. Which is, it's a very common Funko Pop problem.
Especially with the female Funko Pops. I don't know if they're trying to say something, Funko, but typically their female Funko Pops have thinner bodies.
Maybe longer hair.
And they do typically have more hair. So typically the female Funko Pops are top heavy, and they need the bases to help keep them upright. But I do love the fact that they included the base. That's great. There's not much detail that we can go into for the Funko Pops.
Now I have a pondering as far as Universe 6 Sans and Brolly and all that. How come you never see them with tails? Did they all collectively decide to get rid of their tails at some point?
Well, they actually, and I might be wrong, I might be making this up, it's not 100% fact, but I seem to remember they actually discussed that, because I think it was Vegeta brought up, hey, where's your tails? And Universes 6's Saiyans know what happens when they see the moon. So they collectively decided to chop off their tails. Because Universe 6, they're not the warriors that they are in Universe 7. Universe 6, they're much like humans, just with more abilities, more power. So they cut off their tails because they didn't need to go ape form because they weren't trying to take over planets and broker planets, unlike the version 7. So that's why you don't see the tails on Universe 6 characters.
Fair enough.
But yeah, that is the unboxing of the King Clustar Brolly and the Funko Pop Caulifla. Now, I think you guys have waited long enough, so let's bring out the mystery box. There we go. Now, guys, if you remember from our last mystery unboxing, we got Tifa.
That's right.
I thought it was going to be Barrett. Mike thought it was going to be Sephiroth. Stevie thought it was going to be Tifa. So Stevie won the last one. This round, Stevie thinks it's going to be Cloud. I still think it's going to be Barrett. And Mike still thinks it's going to be Sephiroth.
Yep.
So let's go ahead and get into it. Mike, will you do the honors?
Absolutely. And as you can see, these are brand new, have not been opened yet. So we'll go ahead and open that.
Now, guys, it is a clear box, or a clear bag, so we should see here soon.
And we can't see.
Oh. And for now, as always, thanks for playing with us.
Bye, y'all.